What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got some big information here for you guys in this video. We could see new stimulus checks here coming to some people here. We'll go over the details here in this video. Also, Social Security could be seeing some new benefits here for some people here as well that we'll be talking about here in this video. So let's jump right in here. If you're new to our channel, make sure to click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on new videos that come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, thanks so much for liking and sharing these videos. All right, here we go. Let's jump right in. All right, so I've been getting a lot of questions here. People saying, why is food so expensive? Why are eggs so expensive? Yeah, I actually got sent this article here from Jason Jackson, one of our viewers here. This is actually an article from France. So this gives you an idea here that eggs are not just expensive here in the United States, but all around the world. The largest global bird flu outbreak in history shows no signs of slowing. So you might not want to be buying eggs for a while because the bird flu, the global bird flu outbreak, has been going on for a while and looks like it's going to continue. Here's why. Yeah, a highly contagious and lethal strain of bird flu has already killed millions of wild and farmed bird flu in the past year as global infections going on in the US and all around the world shows very little signs of slowing down, says scientists and wildlife protectors and legislators looking for new solutions to a global pandemic. Yeah, so you think about COVID and that virus, it's not the only virus in the world. Think about the flu virus, cold virus, and the bird flu. Yeah, a lethal bird flu outbreak that has been circling the globe since 2021 peaked in Japan this week. And an agricultural ministry official said on Tuesday that the country plans to cull or put down more than 10 million chickens at risk of exposure to the virus in Japan. So this is going on everywhere, guys. These viruses are worldwide. Flu is a common annual illness among wild birds, yet the H5N1 strain, remember the H1N1? Well, this is H5N1, now sweeping Japan, is uniquely contagious and deadly. It poses high risk to farmed birds such as chickens and turkeys, and that a single infection on a farm condemns the entire flock to be killed. Yeah, and that it has reached record highs in Japan, but this is going on all around the world. And the yearly flu season has run from October to May. Around the globe, record-breaking death tolls to the virus are becoming the norm. In the US, more states than ever before have reported instances of bird flu with an all-time high of nearly 58 million poultry affected in the US as of January 2023. 58 million poultry. And in Europe, amidst the worst ever spate of bird flu infections, 2,500 outbreaks on 2,500 farms stretching across 37 countries since September of 2022. Nearly 50 million birds have been culled across the continent. So if you're wondering why eggs prices are high, chicken prices are high, turkey prices are high, and you want to blame Biden or inflation or whatever, that's the reason why those prices are high. I've talked about this before, but I wanted to bring this up because I've been getting a lot of questions why eggs are X dollars per dozen. It may depend on your area, and this is the reason why. So honestly, if egg prices are high, which they are, buy something else. Honestly, because egg prices and maybe even chicken prices or turkey prices probably going to remain high for a while until this dies down, for lack of a better word there. But yeah, so we think about our pandemic going on here, the virus that we're trying to get under control. And you think about that, we've been dealing with that since 2020, 2021, 2022, and now 2023. We're in the fourth year of that, believe it or not now. Birds and, all the different types of birds dealing with their own virus as well. So, yeah, it's going to be going on for who knows how long. So, just to let you guys know, if you're seeing egg prices high, this is the reason. Just don't buy them. Just don't buy them. If you're not comfortable with the cost, buy something else. Buy pancakes for breakfast or something else, because it's just going to be high for probably a while. So I know everybody wants to blame whoever they want to blame, but that's the reason why they're high. And we're not the only country dealing with this. There's the information that's going on all around the globe. But what I do want to know is, let me know the price of eggs, a dozen of eggs in your city and state. Let me know in the comment section how much a dozen of eggs is in your city and state down below in the comment section. It'll be interesting to know the differences of maybe if it varies from city and state. Let me know in the comment section down below. Next up, if you've been watching my channel, you know that in 2022, we had about 35 states send money back to their residents here in various different forms of relief, with state stimulus checks, inflation relief checks, property tax relief checks, or, various different types of that. And we're already starting to see this in 2022. We just had Maine sending out checks here. You can see the headline here from Moose 92, Maine's one of Maine's radio stations. Pretty cool icon there. Most Maine residents will likely get a $450 check in January, or married couples can actually get, well, I made it go away there somehow. According to Central Maine, almost 880,000 residents can actually get checks $450 each, which can actually be $900 for married couples that are going out here in January. And remember that Maine got checks previously last year, which were $850 per person, or a total of $1,700 last year. So these checks are going out here in January for a total of $900 per family if there's two people. So that's $900 for the state of Maine going out right now. But more coming from more states here. Governor Brian Kemp for the state of Georgia says he wants to give you checks again, tax refund checks, and homeowners a break too. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp spent the morning talking to Georgia's economic leaders about his plans for the coming year. Among his plans is $1 billion in income tax rebates to Georgians over what he calls inflation relief. $1 billion. He also wants to give another $1 billion in property tax relief grants, as rising inflation can also inflate property taxes. Sometimes they give these out to renters too. Again, we'll have to see how they play this out, but we've seen other states that do this to property owners and also renters. He said that equates to $500 per homeowner. Quote, we've got to He says, quote, "We've got to move the needle on workforce housing. Not all local governments are rolling back the millage rate to completely offset property tax increases. And as you know, 60% of Americans right now are living paycheck to paycheck." Maybe they've been watching my YouTube channel to know that. Yeah. If you've been watching my channel, you know that, right? Kemp worries that businesses will stop moving to Georgia if there's no place for their employees to live. That's right. House Democratic Minority Leader told Channel 2 that he'll listen to the governor's proposal, especially on housing. After nearly a year, Georgia's gas tax is back. After that was another type of stimulus program. Georgia basically suspended their gas tax for a year. So every time you filled up your gas, you saved money on gas, which was another kind of stimulus program, which was pretty good. Georgia also recently, just a few months ago, gave out checks to low income people on Medicaid, Peach Care for Kids, SNAP recipients, and TANF recipients, which got $350 checks. Over $1 billion went out to, I think it was over 3 million people, $350 checks that went out here recently. Yeah, over $1 billion to 3 million Georgians went out to the most needy people here. Yeah, it went out in September and October. Maybe we'll see something like that here again as well. I'll keep you up to date. Again, these were the type of programs that went out here in all sorts of different states in 2022. We're already seeing announcements like this here for 2023. Here's another one. Yeah, Missouri is one of only 11 states in the country that taxes Social Security benefits. And now lawmakers want to use the state's extra cash to change that. The Show Me State, that's an interesting slogan, currently has $6 billion surplus. And there are many ideas inside the Capitol on what to spend it on. One Republican said it's time for the state to give some relief to senior citizens, which, yeah, that sounds like a great plan. That to use the money right now for people at a lot of different income levels. When they get their Social Security benefits, they pay taxes on those benefits as though it was regular income. More than 75% of the country doesn't require those on Social Security to pay income taxes, but Missouri doesn't fall under those categories, as there's, I think, 11 states that do. Missouri does have a record budget surplus, and I believe that giving the money back to those people is the best way that we can use those resources rather than more government spending. Like Republicans this session, they want to use $300 million of the state's multi-billion-dollar surplus on a tax cut by giving relief to those on fixed income. A lot of seniors I spoke with, this was a number one issue they brought up for me. For most retirees, they've been taxed to support our school districts and other government functions for decades. Across the aisle, Democrats agree Missouri's older population needs a break and want to see more legislation passed this session. We're absolutely ready and willing to listen to anything that will make senior citizens' life easier, especially when they are on a fixed income and everything seems to be getting more expensive. So both Republicans and Democrats seem to like this idea. We also need to be freezing property taxes on seniors that have gone outlandish when you come to an area there's economic development or redevelopment, and seniors who have been living in that home for 40, 50 years that have a tax bill that was $200 for 10 years and now it's $5,000. Wow. This new bill, Senate Bill 448, would eliminate the filing status and allow Missourians to deduct 100% of their Social Security benefits. That would be really good. We should be protecting our seniors. We should be standing with them. And this is a very simple way to take some of that budget surplus, that historic budget surplus that we have right now, and put it back into seniors' pockets. Yeah, and we're seeing more and more states propose this here. So I'll keep you up to date here, and more states trying to do things like this here. So I'll keep you up to date here on a daily basis. So if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel down below. Just click the subscribe button, then the bell icon after you subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos that come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, thanks so much for liking and sharing these videos. Here's some videos you can watch next. You can click here to watch my newest video next. And here is a big thing that Congress needs to pass here very soon. So click on this next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.